Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The title of this video is, what caliber is your gun? And how do you know? I'm going to hopefully make this video short, but we're going to start with a little quiz. There are 4 guns in the frame. They're all of a AR platform. Looking at what you see and can see in the video right now, can you tell me what the caliber of those 4 guns are? Can you tell me the caliber of any one of those 4 guns? I'm pretty sure you can't. You might guess correctly on one, but that's about all I'll give you. So, how does someone who's not familiar with a gun be able to tell what the actual caliber of the gun is? Let me show you. We're going to go through the guns one at a time. I'm not going to need to show you all 4 guns for you to get the point of this video, but I'm going to go through just so you know what they were, because I'm sure somebody are kind of curious as to what I actually put out here. The first gun up, you're looking at it right there. It's pretty obvious. It's if you were paying attention when it was with the others, it's an AR-10, so that eliminates a couple of calibers at least. So, how do we know what caliber this one actually is? What's your best guess before I show you? Here is the other side of the gun. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'm going to point to something right there. Now let me do a close-up of it for you. I hope it stays in focus. I don't promise that it will. But that is what is called a rifle caliber tag. And I got it from Rifle Tactical Company. Let's do the other 3 guns and then we'll talk in a little bit more depth. Here is gun number 2. Want to take a good guess what that caliber is? I'll give you this much. It's another AR-10, 16-inch barrel on this gun. So what's your guess? Let's flip it over and find out. Okay, what do we got on this one? Right here is the caliber tag on this particular firearm. Let's do a close-up of it too. Let's try to keep this in focus if we can. 6.5 Creedmoor. Now let's do the last 2. Here's gun number 3. Anybody want to make a guess as to what the caliber is on this one? I will give you this much. It's the AR-15 platform. We'll take that out of the equation. Now, what's your guess on what the caliber is? Let's flip it over and see what it says. I don't think you can tell from this distance, because this particular rifle tag is a little lighter than the others, and I'll explain more when I show it to you a little closer. Okay, now take a look at the tag, and you'll notice that the actual caliber is lighter in color than what it was on the others. That's because Rifle Tactical Company does not make standard a 6mm arc tag. You have to ask for this one specially. So when you ask for it specially, you'll note that it's not quite as clear or quite as bright as the ones that they carry in stock. Here is the last gun on my little demonstration here. I'll tell you again, this one is also on the AR-15 platform. You want to guess what caliber it is? Let's flip it over and find out. Well, since I'm talking about caliber tags, obviously this one's got one. But where? Well, let's take a look. The caliber tag, because of what I've got on this gun, is located up here. This is a Midwest Industries foregrip on this gun, and it is one of my primary use guns, I guess is the best way to put this. So that's where this one is. Got a question for you. How many got how many right? We'll talk more in a minute. Before we go any further, I need to make an apology to an unknown. I learned about these tags from another YouTuber. Brandon is his first name. For the life of me, I can't remember more than that. I watch too many YouTube videos. Anyway, he's the one, he put out a video, he talked about these tags, and I immediately jumped on the bandwagon to get some. Brandon offered a discount that really helped a lot. So if you go searching out there and you know who I'm talking about, or you can tag it to a comment here as to who it was that I actually saw this from, it would probably be much appreciated to the audience. His coupon code was Brandon, and it got me, I think, 30% off these, which was huge. I am a huge fan of these rifle tags, and as you can see on the tag itself, it says, too much light. Let me come up again. Tilt it a bit. I can't focus it. I'm sorry, guys. It says Rifle Tactical on it. It is made in the great state of Texas. You see, I think this one says it. Yeah, it does, right there. Right there on the end of the thing, it says born in Texas. Very simple. They're aluminum. They're M-LOK. They don't have them for key mod if you're looking for something that's key mod. I had to cut down a couple of screws, so, because I have some hand guards. They're M-LOK hand guards, but they're pretty tight to the barrel. So I had to cut down a couple of the screws on a couple of the tags so that they would fit my gun correctly. But all in all, they work great. I'm a huge fan of these because, as you saw, I don't own a 5.56. And when I train with a 300 blackout most of the time. So I see these as a safety factor. Anybody that looks at my gun, and what side are most people going to look at your gun from? Usually the ejection port side. So that being said, that's where I put the tags. So anybody who might pick up my gun would at least have something that shows what caliber the gun is, and they don't try to put a magazine full of 5.56 into my gun. I know, got to keep my gun close. That shouldn't happen. But, people are people. People make mistakes. And for that reason, anything that makes it a little safer, particularly when I'm training, makes it safer for the people who might come after me, who have to take care of all these guns when I'm gone. It just makes it a little easier for everybody to identify what caliber the guns are. So, hopefully this video isn't too long. I want to let everybody know Rifle Tactical Company has no idea I'm making this video. I'm getting absolutely nothing from them. I doubt they'll ever know I even did the video, but if anybody gets anything out of this, you know, I think they're a great product. They're simple and something to consider, particularly if you got a lot of guns and you've got more than yourself using them. I think for somebody that's a trainer who has guns that they loan out, it might be helpful, you know, to a trainer to be able to use these to mark their guns. So anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope the video wasn't too long, and I hope you all have a great day.